What's going on, NavalX community? That was a loud scream. Here we go. So today I've got Miss Jaimie Reese, and Jaimie is the
DAZN for Acquisition Policy and Budget.
Fantastic. A lot of you are hearing more about DAZNs and who they are and what they actually mean and do. They do a lot. And at NavalX, we do a lot. And one of the things at NavalX is we're an agility team. And when you say agility, what does that mean? For a lot of people, it means different things. For me, agility is more like, kind of like Gumby, the Gumby character. Just kind of flexible, and you just kind of have to shift and make it happen. But Jaimie's going to tell us that you have some different life experiences that have kind of forced you to shift and mold as you've had to, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So what does agility mean to you, and what have you learned throughout your career to kind of do that?
Yeah, so great question, Matt. And so kind of a couple things that I'll wander through a little bit on that train.
Okay.
But yeah, certainly agility, I think, is a great way to build with your tool set and build confidence. And it's really a great way to also deal with your ability to be resilient. When I was the Deputy Commander for Resource Management at the Marine Corps Systems Command, the Commandant was very focused on resiliency in the Marine Corps. It's a big issue for the Marine Corps. And at one of our leadership gatherings, we got to see this amazing video that for me was kind of just one of those aha moments that you look for.
Yes.
And you go, yes.
Yes, no, I love it.
And so it's a YouTube video called The Lobster Story.
Okay.
And it's a rabbi who does look way cooler than me talking to you. This rabbi talks about how a lobster grows a new shell. Basically, a lobster, when it starts to feel uncomfortable in its shell, it goes behind a rock, sheds its shell, and puts on a new shell. I didn't realize this. I guess intuitively, that just makes a lot of sense now that you read about it. So anyway, the rabbi was equating the fact that the lobster is, naturally programmed that when it feels uncomfortable, it doesn't shrink back in its shell. It embraces its uncomfortableness and decides that that's a time to change. And that the rabbi's point to us is that resiliency is really understanding that a time of change can be about you growing and evolving. And if you use that mindset, sometimes it helps you deal with the types of changes you have in your life. So whether or not you're going from different jobs to new positions, I worked in the Secretariat side of the Navy for a long time, went to NAVC for a couple years. I even spent some time in the OSD staff. Each of those things was very uncomfortable. New people, new faces, new processes. But if you embrace those as opportunities to grow, as opposed to shying away from them, I think it helps you be a stronger person, become a little bit more confident, and able to handle things a little bit differently. So I encourage you to go onto YouTube and check out The Lobster Story if you need a little bit of extra motivation, especially right now, right, Matt?
Yeah, it's crazy time. We're working from home. We're not. How often did you say you're on the phone these days?
Yeah, what feels like 10 hours a day. My kids are taking classes online. People are walking dogs during the day on telecon. So it's kind of a little bit of a crazy time. And so this might be a good refresher on how to embrace this change in time with a new sense of
maybe this time's a good chance for you to get new headphones.
It is.
Because you learn how bad your headphones are if you wear them all day long.
Yes, or a new desk chair, or many of the things we're finding out.
Get that new shell, whatever that new shell is for you.
Right, and embrace it, right? Maybe it's not sitting in an office on a telecon. Maybe you're having to work nights or weekends, and that's okay. How can we make that work effectively and efficiently across the department? Those are all hard questions.
So is that something you've been kind of allowing your team to do?
Yes.
I have a teammate on our team who his wife is a nurse, and so she has to be at work right now.
Yep.
And so he is shifting his hours where he's working more at night so he can teach his kids school during the day.
Absolutely. Yeah, for civilians, a lot of us are have people moving to maxi-flex schedules to account for that. Some people with health issues might be coming into the office on the weekends to stay away from other people. So, brave new world, trying to figure out how we make all that work and make it as efficient and effective so that, we can recover and just continue to keep, as Mr. Gertz says, rigging for speed.
Definitely. And to keep with your story, the lobster story, great time to maybe you are uncomfortable, grab a new shell. This is the chance to grow. This is that time to do it. Because guess what? We got lots of time on our hands, so might as well use what you can of it.
Absolutely.
So, well, thank you, Jaimie. We appreciate your time once again.
All right. Happy to be here.
Definitely. Folks, have a great day, and hopefully we hear some lobster stories below. See ya.